I was acquainted with plant medication quite a while back yet, since my mother resembled you realize. It's my mother cooperating, it was dependably in my mind, talking letting me know and what I was in and planned to observe the clouded side of superstar nurturing on the grounds. But Friday, June 23rd, uncovered a stunning disclosure that left us doubting the nurturing senses of the unrivaled Jada Pinkett Smith. Yes, you heard it right, the glitzy matron of the Smith tribe purportedly presented her close family to hallucinogenic medications. Might we at any point pause for a minute to buy and large wheeze the shocking subtleties were spilled by her nervy child Jaden Smith at the hallucinogenic science gathering in Denver, according to USA Today. The 24-year-old rapper and entertainer said in the gathering, "I think it was my mother, truly, that was actually the first to make that step for the family. It was only her for seemingly forever and afterward. In the end, it recently streamed and advanced. And everyone found it in their own specific manners." He boldly kept on sharing how these brain-changing substances supported his compassion, powered his magnanimous endeavors, and marvelously recuperated the stressed associations with his kin Willow Smith and three-pointer Smith. It will really assist us with opening up our psyches to escape the prior perspectives that got us into bunches of these contentions and open it up. So it simply deliveries and accounts for you to resolve it and back rub it out until it's totally gone. He said he likewise stressed the way that the social and actual climate during these encounters matters a ton, whether it was me that was struggling, whether there was another person that was struggling. You generally need to have that care group of individuals around you, he went on. Yet we should stop for a rude awakening. Will we? I can't resist the urge to scrutinize the decisions made by Jada Pinkett Smith. What sort of mother uncovered her valuable kids to the risks and vulnerabilities of medication trial and error dislike? We're discussing a relaxed prologue to a side interest or game. We're discussing hallucinogenic substances. Here the expected dangers and long-haul results are staggering. Is this the encapsulation of capable nurturing or a horrendous failure to understand the issues at hand? At any rate, the public reaction was similarly as cursing netizens raged the remark segment of the local discussions. Instagram post releasing their honorable wrath upon Jada Pinkett Smith. They couldn't comprehend how a mother who ought to be a signal of direction and security could readily uncover her own kids to such mind-modifying substances. The decision was consistent. Jada was marked as the risky figure in the Smith family, raising serious questions about her capacity to give a stable and sustaining climate for her posterity ring. "She's surprisingly more terrible than we suspected," one fan remarked. Another fan added, "Developing is acknowledging Jada has forever been the issue." A third fan remarked on the absence of protection among the Smiths, saying this family keeps nothing hidden, to which another fan answered, "A few things are improved left unsaid, particularly with the Smiths, after the most recent few years it's hoped to say only sit tight. There's a silver lining for the individuals who wish to guard Jada's questionable decisions." A vocal gathering rose up out of the shadows, prepared to legitimize and excuse her activities. They contended that hallucinogenic medications, when utilized under proficient watch, could have expected restorative advantages for psychological wellness issues. One specific fan thought, "Of some of you all don't have a clue, hallucinogenics are not terrible for you individuals. Use them to fix despondency and nervousness. Truly do explore prior to attempting to sound significant." While this contention could hold some legitimacy, we should not fail to remember that we're discussing susceptible youthful personalities. Here, not controlled logical tests. Could we at any point genuinely depend with the understanding that Jada's activities were good-natured and directed by clinical skill? Regardless, this isn't whenever Jada first has been a pessimistic effect on her youngsters, leading. How about we discuss the issue? Yes, you heard it right, on the off chance that you failed to remember Jada has been faithless in her union with the unparalleled Will Smith, and think about who her mystery throw was. In all honesty, Jaden's own personal dearest companion. August Alsina might you at any point accept the dauntlessness now. It is vital to take note of that. Will likewise had his reasonable portion of shameful undertakings. Yet not even once did he flash a taboo sentiment with his children best buds. I mean, laying down with your own child's companion isn't just ethically off base, yet in addition a monstrous selling out of trust. It's no big surprise Jaden was left inclination broke and hurt by this staggering disclosure. When Jada was defied about the issue, it started a red-hot discussion about limits steadfastness and the job of a mindful parent. Yet does Jada feel regret for her activities? It appears to be she's fast to dismiss any liability regarding the wreck she made. How helpful right to exacerbate the situation. Jada and August attempted to make their relationship look like rigorously dispassionate, kindly extra us. The falsehoods one thinking for even a second to fan, even ventured to such an extreme as to broadcast Jada Pinkett Smith is a definitive controller and gaslighter. Will requirements to cut ties and get away her grip to finish everything off. We have the scandalous Oscars occurrence, where will mournfully pronounce love causes you to do insane things. This occurrence has turned into a mobilizing sob for the people who accept he is caught in Jada's snare of trickery. Compassion pours in for unfortunate Will, who supposedly persevered through more than he merited. Yet we should not stop. There's more going on than meets the eye. Hypothesis runs overflowing that Jada's supposed controls could have added to the stressed connection between the Will and their child Jaden. It is murmured that Jaden's craving for freedom, where he looked for liberation at a youthful age of 15, might have been impacted by Jada's guile moves. The disastrous movie coordinated effort among Will and Jaden After Earth filled in as the impetus for their disturbed security. Pundits thrashed the movie, calling it a wretched film industry and basic disappointment. The aftermath from this debacle cast a dim shadow over the family, passing on Jaden to endure the worst part of the public's fury. Will's journal, which digs into this turbulent period, uncovered the grievous second. When Jaden mentioned legitimate liberation, the heaviness of the pessimistic investigation negatively affected Jaden, disintegrating his confidence in his dad. Could Jada's secretive impact have harmed Jaden's view of his own family? An inquiry waits, stoking the fire of interest, encompassing Jada's supposed plots. The universe of nurturing is never shy of debate, and Jada appears to flourish in the confusion. In a noteworthy admission back in 2008, she straightforwardly conceded to being the severe slave driver in the family, blaming Will for being a feeble sucker. It appears to be that Jada savors the job of master, while prodding Will's guilty pleasure and absence of limits. These contrasting methodologies just develop the breaks in their generally wild relationship, energizing the idea that Jada controls the relational intricacies to suit her own cravings. In interviews, Jada has painstakingly created a picture of herself as a harsh yet caring mother, stressing the significance of construction and direction. She fills the role of the power figure, while depicting Will as the indulgent and lenient parent in any event. Kidding about his soft spot for ruining their youngsters with sweet treats, Will, with all due respect, attempts to legitimize their flighty nurturing style, guaranteeing they don't put stock in that frame of mind, rather enable their kids to assume command over their own.